Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? Welcome to MBS with Coach Callie. Man, I'm jumping on today. I got a good friend of mine from college that's going to jump on here in a little bit with me just to have some talks, man, about this trade deadline, man. This trade deadline, there was a lot of pros and cons to it yesterday, man. It baffled me. The Lakers didn't make no moves. I'm a big LeBron fan. Everybody understands that and knows that. Some of the moves I just didn't understand. Like we're gonna talk about the James Harden, James Harden, Ben Simmons trade. Who was the winners out of that? Um, there was a lot of other ones, man. The John Wall, Russell Westbrook trade fell through. I guess the Lakers declined, which was crazy. I don't see why because Russell ain't been producing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been doing what Russ does. You know what I'm saying? I keep trying to tell everybody, your athleticism slowed down as you get older with the game. You can't be as fast. I mean, Russ fast. Don't get me wrong. I can be wrong with it. Russ is very fast. Russ is, he's very athletic. Well, athleticism, it goes down in age and group. You know what I'm saying? You look at LeBron. LeBron had to slow down. He has to pick and choose now when he's very athletic. He has to pick and choose when he wants to do things, So it's like his game is like what he has been playing is not. It's going to get him out the league. It's going to force him to retire early. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't have a jump shot. He doesn't make smart decisions. He turned the ball over way too much. Like I said, Miami, first ballot Hall of Fame guy. Nothing against Russ. A triple double king. Man, he's done things throughout his career that has baffled a lot of people. Has even raised the eyebrows of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like he's done things that was good, he's done things that was bad, he's done things that was just absolutely terrible. And you're like, what in the heck that he is doing? Let's take him back to when he was in OKC. Like he was by himself. He had some role players. He was able to play, excuse me, how Russ plays, how out of control, grab all the rebounds, shoot all the shots. Like he needs to be on the team like that. He should have, in my eyes, he deserves to be on the team like the Knicks. Do whatever the hell he wants to do. But it's like, oh my goodness. It's just out of control. And then we got the rumors of, oh, there go my guy right there. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
What's up, big bro? How are you?
Oh, man, can't call it. Man, I had to catch you, man. You are the sports guru. I follow you because, you get the inside scoop.
Man, you'd be amazed at how busy I get, man, trying to figure out what's going on, what's free agency looking like, man. It's a lot behind the scenes going on, man.
Hey, man, it's crazy, man. Like, the main one I want to talk to you about because, you're very knowledgeable. We always have good talks when it came to basketball. Down to my backboard three.
Yeah.
Man, the James Harden. I gotta talk to somebody about it, man. James Harden, Ben Simmons. Give me some scoop. What is your thoughts? Winners, losers.
To me, honestly, the Nets won that trade, man. And if Kyrie was available to play home games, that would be an even bigger problem. So the reason why I say the Nets won the trade is because you get a good defender in Ben Simmons. Let's not discredit him because he can play defense.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
But you got somebody to help open that lane and really manipulate the defense to where they can set maybe a L screen or a backdoor screen to get an open corner three or maybe a wing three. Even the paint. Get the paint open as well.
Yeah.
So, the Nets went, and they got first-round picks out of it. For a 32-year-old James Harden, who's, from my understanding, from what I'm hearing, he's going to opt into his player option and sign a $238 million supermax with the Sixers.
Stupid trade in my eyes.
Very.
I say, to me, the Nets won that trade too. You know why? What I love the best is, me, man, I love shooters. So now you put Steph Curry in the corners with Joel Harris.
Listen. Air it out.
Listen. Somebody in trouble when they get healthy.
all the way through. Because think about it, man. And this is a lot of basketball people who watch it but don't study it miss this point. Kevin Durant is 6'10", 6'11", and he's been this way since OKC. Man's got a feathery touch. That's that badge off of 2K. That feathery touch with that three ball. And then to see him, cross over and he's hitting the mid-range shot. I mean, it's options for Brooklyn, and I'm thinking, if I'm not mistaken, because I think New York is about to waive the clause like for the vaccine or the mask or something like that. That may be beneficial in Kyrie playing home games.
It's gonna get scary, brother.
So I mean,
and then you gotta look at it this. They about to release LaMarcus Aldridge, though.
Yeah, man. I hate that for my guy LA. I hate it for him because
it's either him or Blake Griffin gotta go. They gonna keep DeAndre Jordan. Andre Drummond.
I would say personally, in my opinion, let Blake go.
I agree. Yeah. Blake gotta go. He ain't doing nothing.
He's not contributing.
And then Blake could probably head back to the Clippers and retire.
Now here's what's scary now. I looked at a game last night, man, and I'm going to say two things, and you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. 28 points in the first quarter, 7 threes hit in the first quarter.
I'm going to be quiet on that one. I'm going to let you say the name.
Luka Madman Doncic.
Hey, and then now he just got Dinwiddie to help him out because Hardaway hurt, so he got somebody to give him a little break. You know what I'm saying? Because he getting quadruple team like Steph Curry. He literally by himself over there. And then,
listen,
with Porzingis gone, what you think about that?
Look, to me, when the Knicks drafted Porzingis, I was telling a lot of people, I said, y'all can be happy, but I don't see it in him. I don't see that dominant. You're 7 feet tall, you can shoot the three. Okay, whoop-de-doo. Yay, congratulations. But what are you doing? 9 rebounds, 10 rebounds a game, 8 rebounds a game? No. You're 7 feet tall. You're made to be in the paint. You can make a mismatch simply by posting up and fading away.
I think, and I agree, because my dad, right? Jeffrey Senior, he's from Brooklyn, New York, man. Hard knocks Knicks fan. Will call you every time the Knicks make a move. He'll call you when Spike Lee get out his seat. Listen here, man. When Phil Jackson got him and Nicotina, I was done watching the draft. I literally turned the draft off.
I'm telling you,
them 2 picks for the Knicks was a waste of first rounders. Period.
Yep.
And now look at the Knicks.
Their whole roster was available for trade yesterday, bro.
That's crazy.
Your whole entire roster, you're gutting your roster for what reason? RJ Barrett has some upside. Yes. I have yet to see Obi really hit his peak. You got Cam Reddish. Cam can hoop.
They're not utilizing Cam, though.
I mean, just being honest, I'm going to keep it all the way above with you. If I was the Knicks, I would get on the horn. Hey, look, let me send you Kemba and maybe Fournier for John Wall and second-round draft pick. Bring Wall to the city, lights, camera, action.
That's the name they needed, but they didn't do nothing. I'm mad at the Lakers even declined the John Wall Russell Westbrook swap.
That was a cake deal, bro. That deal I would have took in the drop of a dime.
Yep.
Because
John Wall he's Russell Westbrook, but he has a little more control and composure, and he can shoot a little better than Russell Westbrook can.
Not just that, I've been watching the open runs that him and when I say this guy's name, you're gonna be like, yeah, that guy, he's a bucket. Him and Michael Beasley been having, and they've been going at it. When I say dog work, I'm talking about dog work. And like you said, the Lakers did not pull any triggers whatsoever to reshape their roster around LeBron. Me personally, LeBron's free agency is technically this season. I don't know if he may resign.
And either, or, they kept trying to say they're going to get Gordon Dragic. He's about to get bought out.
Yeah, but is Goran a better option than what's presented with the Lakers right now? Can Goran be durable enough to give the Lakers what they need to get over the proverbial hump?
Honestly, I a little bit in my eyes. And you see how he played in the bubble in the playoffs, and you see how he played prior to that, even playing well. Gordon has proven himself in the league. I mean, he's old, of course. He has proven to be a knock down the open shot, penetrate the lane, find an open guy, pick and roll. You know what I'm saying? He's real old school, and I think he'll be a good starter for the Lakers. Russ got to come off the bench for me. I'm coaching. I'm sorry. I got to go in there. Hey, I get you a $44 million man, Russ, but hey, you down to 20 minutes, 18 to 20 minutes a night. Just that for me.
Now, this is me. Like you said, I'd make Russ come off the bench. Cool. But T.J. Warren was also good in the bubble. You see where he's at now. No disrespect.
He ain't been healthy though since. Matter of fact, he got hurt in the bubble. He ain't been healthy since.
That's right. He did hurt his. Was it his foot? Was it the fifth metacarpal? Right.
Yeah. So he ain't been back since, because I think, and then Clay hurt this up. Like, he been gone since Clay been gone. He tried to come back. I think he didn't opt in the surgery after the bubble, and then the following season he opted in the surgery, and then he came. That's like Zion Williamson right now. You know what I'm saying? That foot. I don't see him coming back. I see him being another bust.
I didn't want to say that because a lot of people look at me sideways when I say he's a bust. But hey, look.
Another great move. Hey, tell the world he's a bust in my eyes.
And me personally, I knew he was going to be like that when he was at Duke. That's a lot of weight for somebody of his stature.
He should have been big, bro.
He should have been put on a weight regimen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's very big.
And he's, when you look at it, the guy has the tools, man, but you hate to see somebody, get the short end of the stick. And I mean, that's like, I was looking at what's the kid that plays, he just got selected to be an all-star. He's with Clutch Sports Group. He plays for the Spurs.
DeMonte Murray.
Listen, a lot of people really doubted him, and I kept telling him, I was like, no, because of different breeds.
He kept getting hurt, though. That's why people doubted him, but he came back. And LeBron, he started working out with Bron, taking care of his body.
And people call LeBron stupid for spending $1 million on his body, but the man is in year 18, year 19, and backwards dunking on people like he's 18 again.
Bro, it's unbelievable how he's playing. He's still averaging 30 almost.
Now, let's not discredit that, because he went to center for 10 straight games and was averaging 27 plus.
27, 10, and 9.
At center at 38.
The best center in the league.
And I'm like, okay, it's centers out there that's 6'11", 7'1", 7'2", can't even give you 20 and 10.
And they wasn't even moving them on the block, though. They were down there trying to body him. They wasn't even moving him. Mind me now. He got dumped on a couple times, but he was holding his own down there.
Right, and I'll tell you like this: if I was the GM of the Lakers, this will be my trade pieces right here. Now, this is my GM hat. I'm taking off, analysts looking at it. This GM, I would have said, okay, I'll give you Russell Westbrook, our future first round draft pick, for Buddy Hield and De'Aaron Fox. This was before Hield got traded to the Pacers with Halliburton, because Halliburton is a.
They were trying to move Hield for Russ at before deadline. It didn't come fast enough.
See, and the thing about it is, I would have never let that Kings deal go down if I was the Lakers because it messed them up. It messed them up. But then I would have countered that offer, with the Kings. I would have said, okay, I'll give you THT, I'll give you Russ, and cash consideration and a draft pick for De'Aaron Fox.
Listen, yo, it is too much, yo. It's so crazy. Like it baffles me, bro. Like, like the Lakers is just killing me right now. I mean, and you can't. Everybody want, and it's so crazy because everybody still want to blame Bron. Bron is balling out. Bron been doing what Bron been doing. Like
look at it this way, and go ahead, big bro. Go ahead.
I said the man is great, beyond great.
Yeah. And now look at it this way. Let's take our hats off. Let's go to free agency 22. If Bron don't go, 80 is out. 80 is gone because he has not been healthy or consistent enough to benefit the Lakers into winning another championship. The Mickey Mouse championship, yay, they won. That was consolation. But outside of that bubble, he hasn't really helped.
Yo, Lakers gonna hit full rebuild if LeBron leaves.
I mean, and hey, rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Now, if LeBron left, where would he go to finish his career?
Back to the land. You see the pieces that they got. Back to the land. Or wherever Bronny goes.
You think he'll go back to Cleveland?
I want to say he'll go back to the land. And the pieces that they have, bro, that's what's got me like, they're the dark horse coming out the East. Like the real dark horse. Them and the Bulls.
I see. I don't know, man. We about to see. It's gonna get interesting this summer. If Bron don't make it to the playoffs, it's gonna get real interesting.
Listen, man. And what's even scarier, because now look at it further down the road. The East is now, the power is balanced even more so now than ever. Now, we go to the West. It's always been those two or three juggernauts, okay? But Phoenix has emerged as a true stable in the West. Like, point guard, Chris Paul. This man still playing at a high level at 36, 37. Can still see the floor with a crazy IQ. Now, I said that to say don't forget about those killers in Memphis. Them boys play one speed, fast.
I'm telling you, man, that's crazy. Hey, I mess with Chris Paul, though. Chris Paul, listen, the Phoenix Suns, and they just traded back for Torrey Craig to come back.
Listen, that was a solid addition, man.
Because he's an animal now. He's like the PJ Tucker of the Suns. He was that last year.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, this year, the byproduct of the NBA, the basketball portion of it, it's a different tier, man, and I love it because of the direction it's headed in. Like, nobody expected, Ja to be who he was in college. He's better. He's gotten better. Nobody expected.
I messed with Ja.
You feel me? Like him, Luka. If Tatum can become a little bit more consistent, Brown. You got what's my guy's name down in you got Robinson, Duncan Robinson. And the kid that's actually, I mean, he's on a little bit of a low-key type field, but he's a killer, like Wagner in Orlando.
Deshaun Wagner?
No, Franz Wagner from Michigan.
Oh, wow, okay, that Wagner.
Yeah, he's a killer. Like, he stood toe to toe with DeMar DeRozan a few weeks ago, like ready to rumble.
Ooh-wee. We about to see, dog.
So
Hey,
it's
what about your dog
definitely
though? What about the dog,
cool,
Montrezl
man.
Harrell?
Cool.
Montrezl Harrell in
Hey, look,
Charlotte.
Charlotte definitely got a great man for LaMelo to start dropping the oops off to.
Hey,
Definitely,
him, hey,
definitely.
him and old buddy Bridges. Now he got Harold. Man, listen.
Look, man, listen, bro. When I tell you, Charlotte, all they really need is just a little bit more bench presence. That's it.
I love me some LaMelo, boy. That boy, hey, it's so crazy though, cause matter of fact, I'm glad you understand that. I'm gonna bring this up to you. He was an all-star before his brother was.
That's all that need to be said. That's all that need to be said, man. And that right there alone is the trendsetter, because let's take away the all-star factor. Let's look at what LeVar was saying before these boys got to the league. Lonzo's changed his shot. Lonzo's gotten better on the defensive end. LaMelo's got a crazy behind IQ. You know, he can score. He can get you those assists. He grabs those boards. Then you got LiAngelo. He's tearing it up in the G League somewhat.
Yeah.
He's got all three of his boys in the league. So kudos to that.
Yeah.
Now, it's not like these guys are slumping off. It's just, hey, I'm going to add a little twist to my game and get better with it. Lonzo's twist was my shot was bad in L.A. Got out of L.A., he got to working with, I think he was working with Lethal Shooter. If I got it correct, I think he was working with Lethal Shooter. Turned his shot completely different.
Hey, he was shooting lights out in Chicago until he got hurt.
Yeah, I think he was shooting a 40% or better clip in Chicago.
Yep.
You know, so it's, I mean, I love, you know what I'm saying, I love seeing stuff like that. I love seeing when people actually win. Like the kid, he plays for the Nets. Bruce Brown?
The kid from Virginia?
Yeah.
I forgot his name, man. Let me see. He played. He be cooking, man. He from. I think he from. Ain't he from the 804?
Yeah.
Man, hold on. I'm gonna get his name for you real quick. I know exactly who you're talking about, man. I just can't get his name. Nets roster. Hey, that kid can play, man. Where he at? Is it Cameron Thomas?
There you go, Cam Thomas. Listen, he's got a tremendous upside.
That's why they kept him.
Like I'm definitely pulling for him to win in the league, man. For real, because
yeah. Oh crap! I just looked at something. So the Nets still got Patty Mills too.
I'm telling you, yo. I'm telling you.
Yo, Patty Mills, and they got look. Yo, this is crazy. I'm looking at this roster right now. Kyrie, Kevin, Patty, Blake, Cameron, Ben, Harris, Claxton, Aldridge, James Johnson. Boy. Yo, Seth Curry, Drummond.
I'm telling you, bro. And here's what's even funnier. The Bucks just got a hell of a lot better too.
With Ibaka.
That big front line that they're gonna have, Giannis ain't gonna be able to halfback dive to the paint. Instead, he can space the floor. Oh God.
Cause Lopez still hurt.
Yep.
So when
now, I was about to say, just imagine the 1-2 punch. Okay, Ibaka coming in. Now he's strong, bro. He's strong. But then, all right, Ibaka taking a rest. Boom, Lopez come in. Oh man.
So you could play them in the 3 to 4 minute increments and just keep running them out, in and out.
Or you could do what we did when we had them at OKC. Put them at the 4, put Lopez at that 5. Hey, half it out.
At the 3. Hey, what defensive lineup is? Hey, what offensive lineup getting through that?
You're not. There's no listen, bro. There's no way. There's no way to actually get through that defense because first off, the paint is gonna be shut. You could cancel that. You could go ahead and write you a check, let the bank bounce because it ain't gonna happen. All right. Then you got Giannis, you got Lopez, you got Ibaka, all on the floor at once. And think about it. Realistically, they all 7-footers.
Yeah. Hey, and then you got on the offensive end, my bad. Ibaka can stretch it out and let Giannis still get busy.
Yup.
Yo, I'm weak right now.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't know. Hey, Lakers might not make the playoffs to me in my eyes.
Nah. No. And I honestly, I was like, yo, LeBron's about to make some moves, blah, blah, blah. You know, he goes into his GM mode. Man, nothing. I said, what?
He typically do, bro.
But I think, seriously, I really look at it as I think he's realizing Father Time is catching up to him.
He chilling, dog. LeBron not worried about nothing. He want to
But
win, of course, but he not worried about nothing, bro. He got his rings. He not worried about it. If he get another one, he get another one. I don't even think he's tripping off that. But he love to win. You see his man, even like during his interviews, he be so nonchalant now. You know what I'm saying? He know he ain't got nothing to prove.
now, here's what's funny. So I think yesterday, because I was following some rumors, LeBron and Anthony Davis were never consulted by Rob Pelinka on the trade deadline. They were never told, like, hey, this is what we're going to plan to do. Here's the action plan, blah, blah, blah. Normally, you will want to run stuff like that by your key star players.
That's crazy.
And they didn't. But that's why I tell a lot of people, like, when you look at the business side of the NBA, your main goal is to win a championship and preserve the core that helped win that championship. That's what's kept Golden State in contention for a lot of years.
They back if they can get healthy.
Listen, you look at that core, I tell everybody, Golden State is not a super team. Never was.
Never was.
They were drafted and built at the behest of Mark Jackson.
And he don't get no credit for that.
None. Because everybody's just saying, okay, hey, look, Steve Kerr did this. No. Think about what Mark Jackson did.
And they won't even give my guy a coaching job no more.
He's blackballed. He's blackballed from the league.
Many a job they had open, Mark Jackson fit the bill.
Just imagine, mind frame moment. Just imagine if Mark Jackson would have went to the Knicks and they were picks that they really wanted to get. That team would have been really good to go. But to me, no disrespect to the Knicks fans out there, but that situation is not fixable.
Nah, they gotta drop everybody to start all over again. They thought they had some pieces.
And they don't.
They don't, brother. They don't.
So, man, and I'm still just sitting here just going through my phone, like my notifications. There's some trades that I kind of put together on some paper and stuff, man, and I just feel like, there's teams that are one piece away from really, like, shaking the NBA up. But you got to look at luxury tax and salary cap and chemistry among other players. If the GM ain't right, it's wild, man.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, man, I'm tripping, man. I'm tripping, man. This is just wild. Yesterday, it wasn't as good as some other years, but yesterday it was just the Ben Simmons just got to me.
But now the trade that was supposed to happen that didn't happen because the general manager really didn't care. It was supposed to be Ben and De'Aaron Fox swapping. Fox in Philly, sign that up.
Yo, I'm just like, yo, what about? All right, let's take it to another level. What do you feel about the DeMontis Sabonis trade? Sacramento swap.
I was still looking at that kind of like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, man, and just I
I
feel like
think
that was
the Pacers won that deal to me.
I was about to say I feel like the Pacers won that deal because they got two great young players in Hield and Halliburton.
And then what's the name can still play a little bit. Oh, he froze.
So Hield and can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You got me, Jeff?
Yeah, I got you. You hear
Hold
me?
on a second. You got me, Jeff?
I got you. You hear me?
Hold on, I can't hear you.
All right, definitely technical difficulties. He's gonna drop back on, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Yesterday was just a wild day in the NBA. A lot of pros, a lot of cons, a lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of debating on who should have won and who should have lost, and I don't know, man. It's just it blows my mind to see again. I'm gonna keep talking about my Lakers, man. Even Norman Powell to the Clippers was a win for the Clippers, man. They got Norman Powell and Covington from the Blazers. And the Blazers got Eric Bledsoe, Keon Johnson, Justice Winslow. Like, man, listen, the Clippers won a big trade. Because just imagine Norman Powell when PG and Kawhi get back with Covington. Because you already know Kawhi can play the four at some point. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part, man. Like, I'm like, yo. And it's like CJ McCollum to New Orleans. I'm a little disappointed. They did my guy wrong, man. Absolutely wrong, man. It's just they should have got my guy in a better situation, man. Got my guy. Man, I'm back. You got me?
Yeah, I'm good now, bro. I was like, I don't know what happened.
Nah, you good, man. I was just sitting over here still scrolling through some stuff, man. But we were talking about the Pacers, man. I think the Pacers won that trade, man. Because again, Tristan Thompson he's still an energy bug. And then you got Miles Turner with Buddy Hield and Halliburton. Hey, listen, they still got some pieces, brother.
Definitely, man. I mean, the Pacers definitely won that trade. I feel like it was time for Sabonis to go.
Yeah.
He grew when he was with Indiana, but he didn't grow to the liking of the Pacers.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, how it was when y'all were at Shaw and a little bit before y'all at Hand, because a lot of times, a lot of the rift, especially there, noticing it was the growth aspect of it was, hey, these guys have the intangibles, they had the tools, but y'all were never set up properly to grow through what you go through.
Exactly, bro. And it's so, I don't know. Like I said, I be trying to figure out what half these kids be doing. I think, honestly, in my eyes, the NBA draft need to go every other year just to start. You know what I'm saying? Every year bringing in players is overwhelming. In my eyes. Now, if I was the commissioner, that'd be the first thing I change when I go to NBA.
Yeah,
we're doing bi-yearly drafts. That will allow these kids to stay in college for 2 years. That will allow these kids to either be in the new G League program for 2 years. That will allow these kids to be overseas if they decide to go that route for 2 years. Because every year it's overwhelming from the league. And then all these people getting drafted, then there's no space for them. Which is crazy. And you got just don't know, man. Portland, Joe Ingles. Ooh.
and I definitely agree with that, bro. Like, and just, it would actually keep some of these kids in college. The main goal is to get your degree so you can have something to fall back on. Is that
it is? Like I said, a lot of these kids get to the NBA for money, putting money out for mom, dad, entourage, and then they think because they got 500,000. Oh, hey, that you spent 499 of it already.
right? And then nobody's really teaching them the principle of a dollar, not having a dollar, but the principle of it. Like you having an agent, so your agent gets a percentage of that. You got to pay taxes in a certain state. You got to, take care of this. If you buy a house, you got property. I mean, you're killing yourself before you even get started.
And that's the crazy part, man. I'm like, what in the world? It's like, man, listen, let me tell you this, man. It's just, I don't even know what to tell, man. I couldn't even tell you, man. So what about, excuse me, these Clippers? I think the Clippers made some good moves to me in my eyes.
They did, but I still feel like Kawhi missing, that's what's hurting him.
Yeah, because but when he gets back, you got Norman Powell, you got Robert Covington, you still gonna have Paul George, you got the emerging Reggie Jackson coming back. You know what I'm saying? He been balling out of control. The big they got down there been hooping. What's but the young boy name? What's his name?
Zubac.
Yeah, Zubac. He been hooping, but I think he injured right now. It's another young cat they got in that's down there getting busy. That's been hooping. Cooked the Lakers the other night. Shit.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me look then. Let me see. Because I ain't been following them like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I tell a lot of people, they're missing Kawhi's presence. But they were winning without him.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yes, Hartenstein. He came from Kentucky.
Man, he down there getting busy. He down there putting it. He may not score a lot of points, but he's making his presence down there, changing shots. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that they're not tracking, he doing.
Now
causing problems. You know what I'm saying? Using his fouls because he got to. And then don't forget they still got Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Morris. Man balling.
Marcus Morris.
Yep, Marcus Morris.
Now,
Terrence man balling.
We talking about all these different teams, man, and we forgot two of the hottest teams in the league right now.
Who was that?
The Nuggets and the Raptors.
Listen, I just gotta with the Nuggets. I don't talk. My thing is, I think I jinx them every time I talk about them, so I don't talk about them. I want to see them win a championship. Honestly, the way Joker hooping. Listen, I'm sorry. I love the guy. Man, he's underrated, very much so underrated. And when Murray get back, it's over. If he come back just as half as good after his ACL, half as good, it's gonna get scary because now he's gonna take a lot of pressure off of Joker. His presence gonna be felt.
Man, I think with the Nuggets, their situation is so unique, bro. Like you look at, they lost Michael Porter Jr., who could be good, but he's got to stop getting hurt, man. Like that's that's what's really killing him.
His rookie year was his back, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It was his back. And I explained to a lot of people, like, with him, his father had the same issue. I think his brother and his sister both had the same issue. They just could not stop getting hurt. Now, I said that to say this. John Wall, Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, Kyrie Irving all have player option free agency.
They all leaving
this summer.
Bradley Beal.
People are saying Bradley Beal will re-sign with the Wizards. I don't see that happening. Brad's going to the West. He's going to the Lakers.
Russell Westbrook gone. I'm gonna tell you that for damn sure. Russell Westbrook gone. John Wall, I see him in the city, New York, the Mecca. I see him in the limelight. I don't see him because he loves this East Coast vibe. He loves, when he was in Washington, he didn't want to leave, but it's business. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't see him going out west because there's no really need for him nowhere out west. Unless he wants to take a pay cut, you know what I'm saying, to be on a championship team. But it's all about the money. You already know how that is. I don't see that going with him, especially with him not hooping.
No.
And then, man, it's wide open. This summer is going to be crazy.
And that's just 4 names. You got Gary.
But what do you think my boy going to do? Dame Lillard.
I feel bad for my guy, man. Like they gutted the Blazers, and he's hurt, and I think he'll ask for a trade, and they'll grant it to him. Now I'm gonna say this, and don't laugh at me, but just think about what I say. It's gonna be a 4-team trade. Dame's gonna end up somehow, some way. Dame is gonna end up in the West. He's gonna end up in LA.
Clippers or Lakers?
Lakers. Now,
how? With what?
Now, reason why I said a 4-team trade. Lakers are going to let Westbrook walk. Lakers are going to trade Davis. They're going to bring in Brad Beal. You're going to bring in Brad Beal. He's a shooting guard. You're going to put LeBron at the 3. You're going to bring in Dame at the 1. You're going to bring in Thaddeus Young. You're going to get, these guys that have that block. But Yusef Nurkic's going to be a free agent this year. Give him a 2-year prove-it deal. Bring him in at center.
What you gonna do? Hey, my boy Carmelo coming back though. Hey, listen, LA ain't let that go.
No, you can't let Hoodie Melo go because he's giving you what you want off the bench.
Melo he giving you them buckies.
Hey, now, ooh, that's scary right there. DeAndre Ayton's going to be a free agent this year.
Ooh, you see, Lakers. Lakers.
God, but you know what though? I'm forgetting about somebody, man. AD for John Collins.
I'll take that in Atlanta.
AD for John Collins.
I'll take it.
That's the team in the 4-team deal.
I'll take it.
And pair Collins.
But THT got to go for me. I ain't never been a fan of I call it mortuary cut. He look like he got his hair cut the mortuary. He getting on my nerves. But yeah, man, he got to go. They thought he had some upside to him, but he doesn't, man. The kid just play hard.
That's it, man. And the reason why I say, you could bring in Collins with LeBron and Beal is because you can only have 2 supermax deals under 1 cap and then a regular max deal under the CBA, if I'm not mistaken. So that would put them at that threshold. And then you get, a little Goran Dragic, like you said earlier on, get Goran Dragic, put him out there, and you have that, and then you just stack your bench. You get those. Marvin Bagley's going to be a free agent.
Yeah, he just went to what's the name?
Detroit. That was a good move right there.
But I think he gonna stay there though, because he want that bread. He not worried. He already know he ain't going nowhere else in his life in basketball.
Colin Sexton's gonna be a free agent.
He out of there. He out of Cleveland. They ain't bringing him back.
No.
Because you see what they got now that he's going. Oh, buddy's emerging, and then now they just got LeVert. Come on, now. Yeah. And then if the LeBron decide to leave and come back, Claxton gone.
Oh yeah, that's a given. That's a given, man.
Kevin Love still there. He's staying.
Yeah, Love isn't going nowhere, man.
So we're gonna end it on this one. We're gonna end this podcast on this talk. CJ McCollum. I feel bad for my guy.
I was gonna say that, I feel bad for him, and at the same time, in my mind, I'll think back to the conversation that we had when we was working out in the gym at Shaw.
Yeah.
When you always told me, be the person that the team doesn't see you as a liability, but merely an asset.
Yes.
That's what ultimately killed him in Portland was, hey, it was good for this little while. Now you're starting to become a liability. You got to go.
And that's the quote of the famous GOAT, Cleo Hill. You know what I'm saying? the Shaw GOAT outside of Hawkins. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'll never forget those words because it rings true. You look at the NBA, Brandon Ingram deserves so much better than what New Orleans is giving him. Put Ingram in a system where he can thrive. I feel like Coach Pop has 3 more years left. Let him thrive in San Antonio. Put McCollum, pair him out in either Chicago or, hey, I'm a fan of it, put him in Charlotte.
Ooh. And he'll be a good offset with Melo.
You feel me? Like, I'm looking at it, glass half empty. A lot of these players deserve better. They just don't want it hard enough.
That's wild, man. That's wild, man. Well, man, listen. I got to get over to this high school game. We're going to get on this some more, man. I know. Listen, I was doing sports talk with people. I was like, I forgot all about my guy. I'm going to hit him up, see if he want to do it, man. So, yeah, we're going to coordinate some more stuff and talk deep, man, heading into the playoffs, man. We're going to start talking real good numbers here. Matter of fact, I'm going to get you on so we can talk March Madness. So we can talk about that flag in the background over there.
Oh, listen, born and bred, I'm a Tar Heel fan, and it's rough for us right now, man.
Hey, we go. Y'all good in the NIT this year, right? We're going to talk about the NIT?
We're going to be on the couch this year. Ain't no NIT for us. I'm going to keep it hot. Listen, the new era of Hubert Davis, man, I tell people, Roy had a losing record when he first started. Dean had a losing record when he first started. Give that guy some time.
Yeah.
It's
a new sheriff in town, so it takes a while to get used to.
Absolutely, man. You hit me up, say, hey, you need me back on the show. That's all love. I'm there, bro. I'm there.
Yes, sir. Well, it was good having you on, big dog.
Likewise, blessings to you and the family too, bro.
All right, man. You too, boy. Take care.
You too, man.
All right.